Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's raining, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's March 10th in game, my birthday. Woohoo! But we are out here at our farms. We just replanted most of my crops. Need to give the green beans poles. Right. I had stuff planted here, but it was too cold for them just yet, so I had to pack them up. We've got our beehives, still no bees in them, so not going to help yet. And over here we've got our other bunch of plants: squash, carrots, cabbage, onions, garlic, jute, and tomatoes, which also need poles. And this beehive is up and running, but also no bees yet. So I've only used like a third of my farm. Probably not even that yet. But I don't know how much I actually want to plant. Better to have extra room than... Yeah, extra room and not need it than have... better to have the room and not need it than need the room and not have it. There we go. Finally said it correctly. I did craft up an additional 5 composters. Now we have 10 going. That's not going to be anywhere near close enough. But let's take this time, now that I finally have stuff planted, and start fertilizing. Of course, different crops require different fertility. So if we go to the book quickly, we see here, oats. It uses phosphorus. So where did I put my oats? Over here. So we give it something of phosphorus, and over time it will reduce that phosphorus. We see the yield multiplier that will go up and the phosphorus will go down, but in turn every 8 points of phosphorus that is reduced, 1 point of nitrogen and potassium will be added. So they will slowly increase the fertility of everything else. So this is why you have to set up crop rotations. I'm just going to fertilize as much as possible. Those are regular flowers. Those are just to provide the beehive with stuff. And now we are completely out of compost. And I still have half the farm to go. So we're just going to use some wood ash on these. Not nearly as good, and definitely not going to be giving as much of, well, everything else. But it's better than nothing. And, well, these garlic are apparently just going to not get any multipliers. Well, there we go. I've fertilized everything that I can. Oh, and here you go. You can already see the wheat is pulling points from phosphorus and giving it to nitrogen and potassium. And in return, the crop yield will go up. The barley's not using anything just yet. Oh, that one is. Okay. So that's that taken care of. If you noticed in my inventory, though, I made up a gear shift, gearbox, not gear shift. So let's go set that up also. And there we go. Now we've got our millstone working. I can get rid of our corn in the base. Well, in our kitchen. This is not going very fast, so it will take a while when I put stuff in. But now we have automated milling. And the sun finally comes out. I don't know, I think this looks nice. We gotta go find more trees. I mean, that's apple, that's apple, that's apple. So I've got plenty of apple. I've got a ton now of olive. We got one cherry there. This is a row of raspberries. But I'm gonna need to go out and get more trees. You know, there's... Well, let's look at a book because there are a lot. That's crops. I don't know where it is. I'm pretty sure it's not under crops. No, it's not under crops. Wild fruit. Here we go. We have cherry trees, apple trees, lemon trees. I haven't found any lemons yet. Olives, oranges, peaches, plums, red apples, and bananas. And then you have the tall bushes, berries, and the small bushes. And so we're going to need to find more types of trees. But it's good that we have all these olives because that way I can make tons of olive oil to power all my lamps because some of these are starting to get a little low. I still got a few more weeks worth of fuel in them. But I only have not even 2 buckets left of olive oil and... still warm. I need to make up... It's one of the new updates to Firmalife is you have these oven appliances. So I can make a vat, but I require beeswax and I need the bees to actually set up in the beehives before I can make it. But this way I can make a vat, put it on top of a bottom stove like this. So I can add another bottom stove, put the vat on top and be able to cook up, well, anything you need to boil without having to put it on a pot like this. So hopefully the bees will hurry up, get in the beehive, and I can take care of that. It's been 9 days in game since the last clip. I really haven't done all that much. A lot of busy work, really. Just running around getting things taken care of. I've been building new, smaller barns. They're going to be for specific animals. So you see we've got all of our sheep in this one. I can actually shut the doors on them too. We have the main barn right there. Don't know what I'm going to put in that one. Maybe my goats. Just, you know, make things a bit more organized. Get my walking stick back so I can move a little faster. I went and got some cherry saplings. So I've got those set up on that side of my fence. Yep, 10 days. And I'm trying to get... I tried to increase the chance of getting some bees. Daily new bee chance is 1 in 20. And that's because I have 120 flowers surrounding this single beehive. This one over here is still a 1 in 70, as is this one. And they do not have any bees yet. But you can see our crops are growing pretty good. They're at 57% growth rate and 50% yield. Mind you, when they have a yield of 0.01, you get 1 per plant. So these potatoes right here at 0.45 will probably give me 4 potatoes each. Of course, you get more plants growing. I can get more compost going. I think my nose is a little stuffed up. I can't pronounce certain letters right now. And yeah, it's a little update. Haven't really done too much. I have started dyeing the walls on this thing, but we ran out of dye. And that's it for a little update. I think I'm gonna have to do something interesting. I don't know. I can't just keep running around this house for all day. I've been doing it for, well, like I said, 10 in-game days. I definitely have a stuffed up nose. I can't word right now. Be back in a few. Oh, that looks awesome. Riding in at night with the rain pouring down. Just see the buildings slowly lighting up as you get closer. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I had to go out, grab a bunch more birch. I did that. Even grabbed a little more chestnut so I could finish the goat pen. Yeah, so goats are there. Sheep are here. Everyone else is in here for now. Although I did expand the cows a bit. And I got more grains, which is good because all my animals still need more well, all the baby animals still need more grains, and yeah, I am pretty much out. We are pretty close to home, but if I click right here, no, very large sample of hematite. So we are actually pretty close to some iron. And I'm gonna need a lot more iron for well, obviously for the iron I want to make. Well, that was quick. Okay, that's not gonna work. Start mining this. I got a drink. There we go. Much better. You get mining fatigue when you're thirsty. Okay, that's andesite, so I want to go down once more. There's just a massive amount of ore here. Just build that for a moment. Raise that up a little bit. And now I've got a semi-stable area to dig in. I didn't actually expect to dig down and find the entire deposit right here. I was hoping to come up on the edge so I can, tunnel in and build a nice support system. Oh well. This is going to do very well for me. Let's see, I have 8 cast iron back in our house. I've got the one. No, I used the raw iron. So I've got 8 cast iron. That's another 4, almost 5. Plus this is 3, so that's 7, that's 15. That's 16, 17. That's enough for our anvil. Yeah, that's enough to get started with. You see, we're literally within view range of our house. Yep, no queens yet. No bees. They're taking their old sweet time. Nothing there. But these are almost ready to harvest. As are most of these, and you see that up to 0.6 modifier, so that's doing really good. No bees there. The oats are doing good. Potatoes are doing good. We should have a very good harvest in just a few days. Oh, but this is something I'm going to have to check on. So, these are the apple trees. I know they can grow more. I don't know how, other than splicing, which takes another sapling and put it on top. I don't necessarily want to do that. So, like I said, I'm going to have to do a little research. And as you can see back there, the cherry tree is starting to flower, so we should have cherry soon. Which is good, because I think I'm completely out of fruit. Oh, and I love black cherries. They're amazing. I was just saying, I didn't know how to make these bigger. I think I know now. If we look all the way at the beginning here, tells you, you know, fruit trees grow, branches of the heart, blah blah blah. Fruit trees start out as saplings, and you can splice the saplings together by having your knife in the offhand and clicking on the sapling with another sapling. So now these are 2 each. Means if I go get more branches, more saplings, I might be able to make them bigger. That's 8. I could have sworn I had more than just 8. Now, these say they may be spliced. So if I... Let's run over here quickly, grab an axe. This is the red apple. So let's cut this branch. Alright, that gave us another red sapling. That's green. That was green. That's green. That's green. This is the red one. Okay. If I do this, that did not do what I thought it would do. And I need to hit the top. Don't know how to splice it now. Alright. Well, let's condense our cherries down. That'll be ready in 2 days. Can I do 3? I can do 3. This should be a pretty big cherry tree then. Okay. Well, we're learning the hard way by making mistakes. Oh, blueberries should be ready soon too. And now we get the fun of just smelting down all of our hematite into cast iron. Adding it to the pile I've got behind me. I'll show you in a second. This pile here. And then when I'm done with that, it all gets tossed in the bloomery. And we'll have ourselves a whole ton of steel to make. Iron, not steel. Steel takes a bit more than what we're going to be able to do just yet. While these cycle through, we now have 24 cast iron. Not all of which are stacking right now, because some of them are still hot. And let's grab ourselves some coal. We need 24 of this. That's 25. If I'm up top. Okay. Let's do it this way. That's all in there. All that in there. Somebody got kicked out. Okay, let's try this again. Aw, okay. Guess I can only do 16 at a time. And light this up. There we go. We've got our full batch of iron bloom going. And we have a whole bunch of cast iron still in the making. And when the bloomery is done, just gotta heat it, refine it, and then I'll make an iron anvil. And then we can look at making iron tools. I'll bring it back probably when I make, well, maybe I'll bring it back for the anvil. But I have shown it like, what, 2-3 times already? The good thing about working with the raw iron bloom is it takes brilliant white to melt. So as long as I don't hit the bellows, I can just leave it in here to get hot and not have to worry about it. Well, I forgot to hit the record button, but we are officially in the Iron Age. So let's just swap these two. I say swap, but I'm just gonna put that there for now. Pick this back up and put it where it belongs. There we go. Oh, what should I make first? Let's do a pickaxe. Oh, still came out as well forged. It's better than nothing. Let's take those out. Don't need to waste any more. And let's make an axe. I'm using an axe a lot, so I need upset, hit, and then punch. Perfect. And now we have our first 2 iron tools. Let's see how much durability these actually have. $2,200 and yeah, 2,200 compared to 1,200. So 1,000 more durability. Of course, I literally just made a new axe and a new pick. So we're going to use these first. And then we'll swap over to our iron tools. That's some good progress for today. Took me a while though. I spent most of the day faffing around with plants. And, you know, cleaning up. I have an uninvited guest in with my bulls. Well, he can stay there. He'll despawn soon enough. The icicles are finally melting. Now that it is April. Oh wow, I've literally played almost an entire month in game. That's it's 24 days. I've played 19 days. That's actually quite a bit of time. And just to further prove the point, I started the episode by planting these, and the cabbage is mature, the beets are mature, the wheat, most of the barley. This stuff isn't. Oh, you know what? That probably ran out of nutrients, where this had more. The oats are almost done. The potatoes are done. The beans are getting close. But the bees still have not come in to the nests. And this one that has the best chance is still empty. Don't like bees in real life. Would love if they'd actually hurry up to help me pollinate my plants more. And something I learned the hard way. When you are refilling your lamps, do not take a bucket, fill it with lamp oil, and then click on the lamp. That will pour the lamp oil out, and since you cannot make a source block with a wooden bucket, you just waste all of the lamp oil. So I just wasted well, before I came back in, I wasted an entire bucket of lamp oil. So I was only able to refill 3 of my lamps. I did just process what was left of my olive paste down into olive oil. But yeah, that's all I have left to get me until fall. All right, we're going to call it an end here. But before we go, I just want to go harvest one of our potato plants and see just how much I actually get from something with a 0.52 yield. 3 potatoes. Okay, I mean, we would normally get 1. So 3 is better than what I would otherwise get. And let's run up here. And I use a lot of wheat to feed my animals. You know, the cows, the sheep, the goats, and when I get quail or chicken, they like wheat too. Well, wheat, grain. But also, I can use the barley here to make beer, which you then use to make vinegar to store, to preserve stuff in. So, I'm actually going to fill this entire back area with barley. Don't necessarily need to fertilize it, although I may, if I have enough to fertilize 64 plots. Do I have 3 more barley seeds? There we go. The entire top section is now filled with barley. And so let that all grow. Like I said, I'll see if I can find some fertilizer to... What does barley use again? Barley uses nitrogen. And if we do this, hashtag nitrogen, aside from compost and pure nitrogen, guano, which I don't have access to, and saltpeter, which I have not found. Okay. Well, if I can fertilize them, I will. Otherwise, just let them grow as is. And, well, that should give me quite a lot of barley I can use to make, actually, not just beer, not just vinegar, also use it to make yeast for bread and to feed the animals. So, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of it. So, let's call it an end here for tonight. Hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later.